All right, next up on our On the Line segment, we're going to have dirt crowd driver Cash Lacombe from League City, Texas, coming off a big win this past weekend over at the Mini Sprint Nationals at I-44 Raceway. We want to give a shout out to our friends over at Factory 14 for being a dirt crowd partner. Holly, Harley, Billy, and the entire crew over there do such a great job, and we really appreciate them coming on board with us. Factory 14, quality products, proven performance, and unmatched service come together under one roof. Factory 14 offers everything for junior sprints to sprint cars, and with professional trackside support across the country, you are never alone when you're part of the Factory 14 team. One team, one standard, always successful. Factory 14, excellence in every detail. All right, we're back, and we're here with dirt crowd driver Cash Lacombe. Cash Money, how you doing, Cash?
Good. How are you?
We're good. We're good. I appreciate you coming on. I didn't know if you were going to be on early enough. I didn't know if you had to run by the bank and deposit your big winnings over the weekend or what you had to do. But anyway, so let's talk a little bit about last weekend at the Mini Sprint Nationals. Obviously, you had a massive win. Ran a fantastic race there in the non-wing Saturday night, but you also did really well. You finished third, I believe, in the non-wing Friday night. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I know in the wing car you might not have done as great, but since Terry's been running I-44 now, that's my second week back there. The track seems to be super, super fast. I bet you got to love that as a driver. I mean, it just seems like a great place to race.
No, yeah, I-44 is so back. Back in the it is just so much better now, like it used to be, and
Right.
it's so much fun.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can even tell, it's funny because 3 weeks ago or whatever is the first time I'd been to I-44 in a long time. Obviously, been watching it on start to finish and everything like that. But seeing it in person, it just looked fast even from hot laps. And I thought, all right, we're back to where we used to be. So, and then obviously last weekend was fantastic racing as well. So walk us through a little bit Friday night in both classes, kind of get us up to speed how they went. And I know you finished third in the non-wing, but let us know how you did in the wing car and how the car felt to you and that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir. And qualifying and wing, I've been good this year qualifying and wing, and I came back and I wasn't at the top of the charts like I wanted to be, and I was just like, dang. But then we qualified first in non-wing with a really, really stacked heat, so I just knew I had to be on my A plan there and get locked in for the night. Even just don't run a B or anything. And then went 4-2, luckily, in non-wing with a very, very hard fought to get there. And then wing, we just went 1-1, qualified fourth, and just the invert service on the pole won that. And then rolled off sixth in non-wing, and we got up there pretty fast. I got up to fourth on one corner, and then I think Jeffrey hit a tire, and I got by him, and then kind of just calmed down a little bit after that, tried to stay where I was at. I knew top four locked in. I was like, all right, I'm good.
Right, right.
Don't push nothing. Don't push the issue or nothing. And then wing, I struggled really bad in wing. So
So what are you thinking? And for our viewers that don't know, right? Uh, talk to us a little bit about a lot of people are running a wing car 1 week and then they may hop in a wing sprint car another week. But for you guys that are running now 600, a lot of you are running even the same car, but definitely on the same night, a wing car and a non-wing car. How is that from a standpoint of a driver? I mean, I know there's things you're doing differently in the car, but walk us through some of these younger kids that look up to you, that are seeing you run both classes in a single night. How is that different from you as far as what you guys do to the car and then also how you drive the car differently?
no, yeah, wing and non-wing is a very, very big difference. Not like huge, but the driving style, the people that race, the people's styles, how they drive you, the air, the just everything is so much different. Even doing it in the same car, you just got to be
Right.
like as soon as you're done with that race, you got to get out. You got to change wings. You got to change tires, change stagger, change what, and maybe even a gear if you're lucky enough at a big track or small track. And it's hard work, and you just got to be physically and mentally prepared for that. But you just got to cowboy up, to be honest, and get on it.
Well, 100%. You know, no, I think it's good for these younger guys to hear you mention that because not only do you have to stay on it in the car, you've got to be aware of what's going on outside the car on the track. It's not play day, right? We don't hop out of the car and walk up into the lounge and check your emails and text a few buddies and then hop back in the car. I mean, I know you're really good about when you're out of the car and you're not working on the car, you go up and you're watching the track, you're kind of seeing what's going on with the track, how it's changing. All those things are so important, and I think our younger drivers need to understand that look up to you like you need to take this serious. Like there's things that are changing and you need to be aware of this, and it's a learning experience just like it is in the car.
No, yeah, you gotta be on your A plan, to be honest. Like, if you do bad in non-wing, you can't go get in the car and just be like all doubted. Like, I'll be honest, I'll do bad and like I'll go like 10 minutes. I'm just in my own zone. I don't want to talk to nobody for a little bit. Then I get back and I'm like, all right, I got a non-wing race coming up. It's all right. I'll just go try to do the same thing in non-wing, and then you gotta just make sure you're on top of the track. Just make sure you study it. Make sure you know what's going on, and give good feedback to your guys. And that's honestly that's all I try and stay on top of all that. Like, try not to get mentally down, and I just try and stay on top of everything.
Well, and that makes you a more well-rounded driver, right? I mean, the more feedback you can give to those guys that are working on the car or
Mm.
people that are watching you on the track, because I know you can have a GoPro mounted and you think you can visually replay that race back, but the more you can watch that video, the more you can go back and replay it. Talk about, well, I had momentum going here. Was this should I short slid here? Am I trying to protect? Do I need to be aggressive here? Because, like you mentioned, running that non-wing race on Friday top four locks in. So running third, there's no reason to be taking a chance and bombing and diving people for run for second. Your main goal is to lock in, get us to Saturday night. You can't win it Saturday night on Friday, but you can definitely lose it by making a mistake. So, I think that's people don't understand how important that stuff is. When we got a 2-day show and you want to lock in, that's the goal. We'll take fourth every Friday night to make sure that we're locked in on Saturday to be able to race, and that gives you more time outside the car to watch the track, see how things are changing. But so from that perspective, how do you handle that Saturday night, knowing you're already locked in for the non-wing, but here I got to roll out for qualifying and heat races and everything in the wing and stay concentrated on the wing car? That's got to be a little bit difficult as well, knowing you're already locked in the non-wing class.
No, yeah, I even talked to Matt after the races Friday night. I was like, man, we struggled really bad in wing, which does not mean it by any chances I want to not run wing, because that's not me. I'm gonna get back in it and
Right.
try it again and try and improve. But just like, if I don't qualify better and I know I'm not gonna have a good chance to start inside the top 10, then we can probably just scratch. But we changed a couple things and adjusted, and I qualified second, went 3-1 in my heat, and I was like, all right, we did good. We're up there. Now I'm just gonna go try my hardest to win this non-wing feature, because I'm already up at the top. I'm just gonna do everything I got, and then we'll go from there after that race. And then non-wing, I would say, went pretty well. And then
Yeah, I would say so. Well, and you can pick up stuff on the track. I mean, yeah, you may not be running for the lead in the wing car, but it's giving you valuable
uh
time in the car on the track, knowing, hey, this is what's changing, and this is kind of what in your head as a driver, you can be thinking, this is kind of what I want to see, or give some feedback to Matt and the guys to what we need to do to the car to be prepared when we roll off from third to go win this non-wing race like you did. So that's the other thing, and it's an accumulative point thing, right? You need to get points every night. I mean, we're looking long term for the season, so I know you're in the top 10. I don't know exactly where I looked at the points, but they're not up to date. But I know you're in the top 10 in points, and I assume that's your plan for this year is to run the points for now 600 National Series for both classes. Is that correct?
No, it for a couple races I was leading both classes after the
Okay.
first race, and then we had some family stuff down here, and we really talked about it. But we've ran points before, and it's a lot. Like, things can go wrong,
And you're a
but
long ways away
I'm
too.
still, yeah, I'm 9 hours closest,
Right.
like Port and I-44 on my closest tracks. We're just like, what, we'll probably still be able to pull off a top 10, top 7 by the end of the
Right.
year, just because we're running majority. but I just had to skip a couple races at the beginning, and it is what it is, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, like you said, it's out of your hands at some level, and that's not a bad thing. That's just the cards you're dealt, and that's how we deal with it. So, let's have you walk us through a little bit this non-wing race that you pulled off the big win Saturday night, rolling out third, and obviously, anytime you guys are rolling out, the competition stout everywhere. There was nothing but a ton of hitters there on I-44 for both classes. So, rolling out third in that race. What were you thinking? And I know it's a long race, but you seem to just go forward immediately. I mean, you were up there at the front in no time, and sometimes out there leading, you're a sitting duck, But walk us through a little bit how the first of that race went for you. I know you got out front and was moving around on the track a lot, but walk us through that a little bit and just kind of how you were, and then all of a sudden you see that 81 coming around you, and that kind of changes things a little bit, I know, but you did a fantastic job. So just kind of walk us through that race if you can a little bit and how it played out for you.
No, yeah, I intentionally rolled out on the track. I was like, man, I got 30 laps. I know I have a really fast car, and I want to get to the lead by halfway if possible. And then I looked around at the track before going green. I was like, dang, bottom's good right now in 1 and 2, but probably not enough to run it every lap. Probably enough to nobody has no momentum going in the first corner. Maybe just get under them and get up. I wanted to control the race once I figured that out. I was like, man, I want to get out to the lead, and I want to control this race. And we had a restart, and I was like, man, the bottom is really good. So I just went to the
Right,
bottom, and usually you want to roll the middle there, or just anything but the bottom, because the banking is so high. I was like, man, I'm gonna go to the
right,
bottom, and I got out to the point, and I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be in control. I wanted, no matter
sure,
what, I wanted to be the one out front at the point. And towards halfway, Frank got to me and got under me, and I was like, man, because I was annihilated. I was just running the top as hard as I could because it's so fast around there. And I was like, yeah, man, he got under me in lap traffic, and we got together. And I was like, oh no, this is terrible. And
right,
I was like, this is not good. And luckily we got uncollected, got back out to the lead, went back to the top just because I knew I wanted to have the advantage going into 3 because I knew you had so much speed coming off of 2. I was
right.
like, no matter if he gets under me again, I want to have that advantage again. And luckily, he got back under me, got back under him, and we just started going at it again for until 3 to go. And then I was like, all right, he's gonna pass me again on the bottom right here, but I'm just gonna go as hard as I can. I'm just gonna do anything I can to get back to the lead coming out of 2 with 3 to go. And
Right.
luckily I did that, and I wanted to control it again, going to the white flag. And I hats off to everybody. Like, racing the best there is in these cars is definitely not easy, but I'm just very grateful I got the chance to do that with everyone behind me, and like very grateful I have the equipment in the car. And Matt, I mean, it was just immaculate.
Well, and yes, obviously you did a fantastic job. It's probably the best micro race I've seen this year, hands down. But you hit on the point, right? It takes more than just you as a driver. It takes a good car. It takes good feedback. It takes a good crew chief. It takes a strong motor. It does take a team, but you can put yourself in that position and not get the W, or you can do what you did. Because a lot of times you see Frank go by and people are like, this deal's over, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
and Frank's been really strong at I-44 this year. So it's not many times you see Frank get the lead and then not only lose it once, but lose it twice, lose it 3 times, lose it 4 times. So from just a natural fan standpoint, it was a fantastic race. Yeah, you guys did get together a little bit one time, and I wasn't sure if you both were going to end up on your head or what was going to happen. But like you said, that's what happens when you're running against the best, and both drivers are good, and everybody wants to win. And yeah, it's great to win $2,500, but at the end of the day, it's that W and that trophy, and the people that go back and see that race and what that means to you, and that being on a streaming service and you showing out at a young age, You never know who saw that race. You never know who's talking about it right now. I've mentioned it to a lot of my friends that didn't make it to I-44. You know, we've got a couple of fantasy leagues with 20 and 30 and 40 guys in it. So I mentioned to all them, you got to go check out these highlights. You got to go see this young dirt crowd driver we have, Cash Lacombe. So number one, we want to congratulate you, obviously, for the job you did and the job you've done all season. But to pull that off and to get that win was fantastic. And we're super proud to have you on the Dirt Crowd platform. So hopefully we can get you hooked up and get you in here in the studio with us soon and get you some headshots and have a more lengthy interview with you and find out more about Cash Lacombe, the driver, and kind of where you came from and where you are and kind of what you're looking forward to. And if that next step is, you know, going to the midgets or hopping into a sprint car or whatever it is, you know, we want to make sure we have a lot of Dirt Crowd fans and subscribers be able to watch you and join your race team and follow you along the way. So, number one, congratulations on the big win. We appreciate you taking the time to come on with us and look forward to having you on the platform and look forward to talking to you again real soon, Cash.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that's it for Cash Lacombe. Fantastic young driver. You know, had a great weekend and a big win this past weekend for the Mini Sprint Nationals at I-44 Raceway. So super proud to see our drivers pull off big wins like that, and obviously anything they can do inside and out the car, they're representing our brand Dirt Crowd, and we're a representation of them. So really appreciate that from Cash, and we'll get him in here soon, and you guys will learn more about him as far as what he's got going on and coming up in the future. So appreciate that, and we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. We want to thank our friends over at Smith Tire for becoming a partner of Dirt Crowd. Stevie and his group do a fantastic job, and we really appreciate them coming on board with us. Smith Tire offers high-quality, American-made titanium products for all racers. From micros, midgets, sprint cars, and more, quality products made by racers for racers. Smith Tire offers aerospace-grade fasteners to complete car kits. Check them out at smithtie.com. Smith Titanium, we winnovate. All right, we're here with Dirt Crowd driver Levi Ballard. Levi, how you doing today?
Good.
Good. We're happy to have you on. I know this is your first time with us, but super excited, number one, to have you here for the interview, and obviously, number two, to have you on the Dirt Crowd platform. So really looking forward to working with you on that and kind of progressing with you through your career. So let's learn a little bit about Levi, the driver. So when did you start racing? I mean, you don't have to give us a certain age, but I mean, I know you were young, but if you have a general idea, maybe what age and what cars you started driving when you were young?
I started in 2022 driving restricted box stock at like my home track, like 45 minutes away from my house.
Okay. How did that go? How long did you race those? I mean, that's the first car you jumped in and Dad said, let's go do it. And you said, all right, we're ready to race and start hammering, right?
Yeah, so when I started, I was getting lapped in the B main.
We all got to start somewhere. Look where you are now, right? So how long did you run those cars? I mean, was it a short period of time, a season or two, or?
I ran it 2022, 2023, and 2024. I've run them for like 4 years. I ran them a little bit last year.
Okay, so you mentioned that was close to the house, so maybe like a regional thing. What was that track that you ran at? Was that English Creek or?
English Creek, yeah.
Okay. I've been there a time or two, even way back when, because we would go for Knoxville, and we usually go to Peevely the weekend before for the Ironman for the World of Outlaws, and then, there for a while they'd have English Creek races during the day. So we may even seen you out there then, so who knows. But that's a cool little track. I love that track. We need to get over there and see some more of that. So from there you progressed, I'm assuming, up into the, did you run junior sprints at all, or did you go straight into restrictors?
I ran box stock in 2024, I think. I started running box stock. And then in 2020, I ran at Tulsa in 2024, Tulsa Shootout. I ran just junior sprints.
Right. And how'd you do there?
I ended up getting 9th, And I won my heat race and qualifier in my first junior sprint race.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, at the shootout, everybody's there, right? I tell everybody, if you do well at the shootout, it's much more difficult to do well there than it is even the Chili Bowl. You know, the Chili Bowl, they divide up into 5 nights, and kind of the shootout don't work that way. It's everybody same day, same night, same point. So that's fantastic. So who did you race with there at the shootout when you were running the junior sprint? Was that you and your dad's team? Were you running for somebody else at that point?
We were running for Chad Bowe at CB Industries.
Okay, good deal, good deal. So let's talk about, so after that, then you obviously move up to the restrictors, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so when you first moved up to restrictor, who were you running for then? Were you also running for Chad then?
Yeah.
Okay, and how many seasons did you run for him? What would that be, a season or two, or maybe one?
Well, I mean, I ran one race in 2023, which was Tulsa, and then 2024 and 2025.
Okay. Okay. And so now I know that obviously you're running the Now 600. I think you may be leading the points right now in the restrictor class.
Oh,
and I know you're running for Factory 14 and Harley and Holly Holland. This is your first season running for them full time then?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How's that going? Pretty good?
Yeah.
Well, we've seen you out there a bunch. I know you look fast every time you hit the track. I know you had some bad breaks in a couple of races, and we're probably gonna have a larger point lead than what you do. But obviously, that's kind of part of racing, right? So, looking forward, I know you still haven't really decided 100% yet. You know, if you're going to continue running on with Now 600 for the season to try to win that title, or mix it up a little bit. I know we'll probably see you bouncing all over the country, but in saying that, what's your goal going forward? I mean, are you wanting to progress farther in the micros, maybe get up into A class, the wing and the non-wing, and maybe in the outlaws, and then move on from there? Or is that kind of what you're looking at right now?
So when I'm 14, I want to be running a midget, and then maybe at 15 a sprint car, a 360.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So have you, are you able to watch a lot of the sprint car races? I know you got some friendship with some drivers, maybe Dason Persley and a couple others. So I know you knowing them and watching them, and I know they're helping you along the way. How long have you been a fan of sprint car racing? I mean, is it something you've watched for years now?
I mean, I've probably watched it for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's pretty cool. It won't be long, and you'll probably be up there with them. So, in saying that, the midget stuff, do you get to watch a lot of the USAC and Power I stuff? I mean, do you attend the Chili Bowl? I know at the shootout, do you come back for the Chili Bowl and watch it, or?
Well, I haven't went to the Chili Bowl yet, but I hope that I can go this next year.
Yeah, I think if we lean on Dad a little bit, you'll probably be able to attend. So I know there's a rowdy group up there that sets that you need to go visit all them. We get your name up on the banner for them, okay? So, and then so I know you mentioned running the midgets and the sprint cars. Ideally, is that maybe where you would like to go? I mean, do you have any desires maybe? I mean, is it sprint car and that's where you want to be as a driver? Is there anything you want to look at pavement-wise, or NASCAR or anything else? Or, I mean, are you just set on being a high limit or World of Outlaw driver?
I haven't fully decided, but I might do NASCAR when I'm older.
Okay. So outside of racing, are there any other sports that you participate in? Is it just racing only?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Single focus, right? Well, I appreciate you taking the time to be with us. I know we need to give you a chance to obviously give a shout out to your partners and sponsors. And if you want to go ahead and give us that list of what you got, I know you got some really good people behind you. So if you want to go ahead and mention those to us, I'd appreciate it.
My mom, my dad, Chad Bowe, Factory 14, K1, Kaiser Racing Wheels, and Ballard Products.
All right. We appreciate you having on, Levi. Obviously, we'll get to watch you run tonight, and we'll watch you the rest of the season and all the time coming forward. Appreciate you being on the Dirt Crowd platform, and hopefully we can assist you in there. So thanks for having us and being with us today, and we'll catch up with you again soon. Now coming up, we have our In the Crowd segment, which features new Dirt Crowd drivers to the platform. First up, we got a young 10-year-old driver, Alex Slade, out of Mooresville, North Carolina. A lot of you will recognize Alex. He's a multi-time national champion and a past Millbridge champion. He runs a junior wing there at Millbridge weekly, and you'll see him around the country running the micro stuff now. He's getting into that hot and heavy for both the wing and the non-wing, and appreciate him coming on board. And following him, we have Cash Lacombe, who is also a new Dirt Crowd driver, new to the platform. He's out of League City, Texas, and you'll find Cash racing all over the Midwest and the country in his micro, both wing and non-wing. So appreciate both of them coming on, and looking forward to working with Cash and obviously Alex on the platform, and broaden their scope with fans and partners. Speaking of Cash Lacombe again, in our Victory Lane segment, Cash Lacombe had a huge win this past weekend over at I-44 in the non-wing class. He pocketed $2,500 and had a fantastic race. Super proud of Cash, and I'm sure that's not going to be the last time we see him in our Victory Lane segment. So congratulations again, Cash, and appreciate having you on with Dirt Crowd. Speaking of which, we need content. So any videos, pictures, news sponsors, in-car camera, whatever you got, we want it. You want to be on the show, send it to us at news@dirtcrowd.com, and we'll be sure to include you in the next episode, or our short segments on the YouTube channel and our socials, of course. So feel free to send as much as you possibly can, and that'll get you in the show. So with that being said, that should wrap up this episode of the Dirt Crowd, and we'll see you again next time.
Hey drivers, are you on Dirt Crowd yet? It's actually been pretty cool. You get your own driver page where fans can support you one time or even monthly, and you keep 100% of the proceeds. They've already set up the support levels and you just customize them. You also get thank you cards, stickers, and hero cards with your QR code on them so fans can just scan and join. Support levels start as low as $5 a month. You can also earn by getting other drivers to visit your page and sign up under you. Join Dirt Crowd today.